Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the call. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's on every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so after we say, zero holders are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. And none for your money if you live in the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hang on. Hang on. It feels good to be back. It feels real good to be back. Back home. Back home. You know, my baby. Our sweet, sweet baby. What's up, guys? Good morning. Okay, dude, it's I don't know how to do this anymore, man. I just went the full week with no live streams. I don't think I had a live stream. Well, okay, Chart Monkeys with Henry, and that counts. That's my one weekly live stream now. And of course the weekends here. Man, cool week. Busy week, crazy week, all this shit. How you guys doing though? Good morning, Choina. Good morning, CJ. It's good to see you boys. Again, it's nice to be live. Like this is it's just home base, dude. Looking forward to shooting the shit, catching up on what happened in crypto this week and NFTs and definitely AI, and my world is AI now. In a way I didn't think it would be. In a way I didn't think it would be, right? I've covered AI for over a year now, and it's been so focused on virtuals. And I will say I didn't learn a lot about AI over that time. I learned enough, but what I learned, no, not what I learned. A lot of great builders in virtuals, a lot of well-intended people in virtuals. What I'm about to say is not really a comment on anybody there. But I did learn that there's a whole lot of LARPing going on, and I think most of those people didn't know they're LARPing too. Like again, really well-intentioned people, but like most of what happened last year in virtuals, there's not much substance, right? So I didn't learn the way I was hoping I would learn. Past 2 weeks here, like my understanding AI has gone up 50x, like something absolutely crazy, and boy, it bit me. That AI bug bit me, and I love it, and I get it, and holy cow, man! Between using OpenClaw and using Minds and having this just big focus on talking about Minds and pushing Minds, again, my understanding of what it can do now and what's coming, gonna get crazy, man. Crazy. We're live over on Abstract. Yep. By the way, not streaming on Abstract, and then just going on the once or twice or whatever, getting the same XP. Turns out it doesn't matter. But anyway, on Abstract, on X, on YouTube, I don't even know what our views are like anymore. Actually, let me peek at that. Also, some fun updates today, I think. Hang on, I need to peek what. Like I always tell you guys, like I can kind of gauge the market here based on views. You know what I mean? Like just views on content. And I don't have a feel for that right now. So like, what did last week's stream get? Which last week, kind of different, right? Last week, I had an 8-hour stream getting OpenClaw set. Well, that got a few hundred views. That's actually pretty cool. But it was a long ass stream. And boy, we got that shit working. I got my newsletter shipped this week. It was okay. There's a reason it actually took a lot of time, but it was nothing to do with the OpenClaw and if it worked or didn't. I got my head fucked this week so hard, but it worked. It worked, and it worked fucking phenomenally. 10 hours down the drain, or 10 hours saved, 30-minute process now. Thank you, OpenClaw. Absolutely crazy. What I'm more curious about is I've shifted my content. So on the weekday, I'm not doing there's no There's not really no views on that, is there? I shifted my content from the daily live streams to now like these shorter videos, and like as I'm learning how to do them and churn them out faster, we'll get tons more of them. Like the goal is not one a day. The goal is going to be like 3 a day or 5 a day or something like that. Okay, we got views. Okay. So the Open Claw one, 800 views, 131, 200. Okay. All right. We're learning. We're learning. Starting to post on Facebook. I actually want to put a bigger focus on Facebook too, to be totally honest. Like a way bigger focus on Facebook. I think that's where, well, for mines especially, I think that's where like the sweet spot is. If I'm going to give like examples of a mine can save you time doing this and that, and here's how normal people can use it, I think Facebook is the audience for that. I want boomers, dude. I want boomers. That's who, like real talk, I think that's who could get the most out of mines right now. Hang on. Moonship dropped a comment here a couple days ago. Get it to fire you already. Tell it to study your YouTube channel and make a daily version of the show with South Park. Hang on a sec. This isn't on the screen, but I'm going to try what Moonship said. Hang on. Moonship's fucking awesome, by the way. He's telling me to tell my Open Claw to make a daily show with a South Park kind of like animated, you know what, with like Avatar. Already have the newsletter, so make it cheese, dude. Okay, all right. Actually need to make that happen. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Quick look at the market, CJ. How about a market update from you, buddy? How are you feeling about this market, CJ? Boy, it's crazy out there, isn't it? Also, we had a really, really interesting UFO sighting yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it, especially you guys who like are Ashton Forbes. He's a fuckhead, but any of you guys who are into like the Ashton Forbes stuff and the MH370 and plane teleported shit, those 3 orbs showed up somewhere yesterday. Did you guys see that? We'll peek in a minute here, but war's raging on. It's going to get worse, isn't it, boys? We had at least two terror attacks this week here in the States. Actually, for you, CJ, especially if you're still here, does that make news where you're at? Did you hear that we had 2 terror attacks here in the States? Damn. Because we did. So we had 2 terror attacks. We're about to send boots on the ground in Iran. It's getting ugly, and no part of me thinks this is going to be a short thing. I think this is going to be like months. We've got months, and I mean, it could just turn into yet another forever war, which is absolutely fucking crazy. CJ, a little nervous overall. Impressed? Yes, dude. Impressed with crypto outperforming gold, which is Bitcoin outperforming gold, which is actually really, really impressive, dude. Yeah. But what a crazy story. Okay, we had 1 terror attack in Michigan. Somebody like rammed a car into a synagogue, and I think it was there were kids there, right? And I know he opened fire, and an officer there ended up killing the guy. You didn't hear about that? Wow. Okay, but like it's barely news here. That's what's kind of crazy. It's barely news here. My wife didn't hear about it. So a guy drove into a synagogue, opened fire. He was killed. Another guy went to a college, and I think it was like a military college. So this is a 26-year-old dude who had formerly been arrested and put in prison for like ISIS support here in the States. So he shows up at the school. He asks like, hey, is this like this school? Is this what this is? And when they say yes, he goes in, opens fire on the teacher. He killed the instructor, who's a military guy. And before he could do much worse, the students there killed the guy, which is badass, dude. Badass. The students got the guy pinned down, and then one of them had a knife and they stabbed him. Got stabbed him 22 times. The press conference is wild. Like the lady doing the press conference is like, they're so common we don't talk about them, but especially because they're terror attacks that they're not going to tell them because it'll freak people out. But yeah, in the press conference, the lady is like, okay, you know, the suspect, blah, 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 blah. And she even paused. She's like, and how do I say this? Students rendered him no longer living or something like that. She phrased it really, really funny. But they did. They students worked together, they held the dude down, stabbed him to death, which is awesome. It is. I feel bad for those students. That's going to traumatize you, man, but awesome. And then we had like last week bomb threat on a plane. And we had a terror attack in Austin, Texas a week ago. And then there was an explosion somewhere too that they didn't say much about, but I think it might be terror related. And then we had those young dudes, those 18-year-olds in New York that chucked a bomb. Yeah, she said something kind of funny, but yeah. So altogether, I think we've had 4 or 5 terror attacks here, and they've all been small. But like, dude, they're small till they're not small. One of these is like, come on. Do we all feel this together? Like something much bigger is coming. And I'm not saying like false flag kind of bigger. I just mean like something bigger is probably going to happen, which is crazy. This is going to get so much worse. To be fair, we're also in the middle of a national election. Yeah, okay. It's crazy because I don't know. I would hope like we're numb to school shootings and we're numb to like just horrible shit. I hope we're not numb to terror attacks because like, man, like when my wife is out with the kids and if we're doing a parade or something, like I don't think this is like a normal time where you just go and don't expect anything. I think you should be on like heightened alert, like for sure right now, for sure. And so like I think we're doing a St. Patrick's Day parade today, and I'm like, I'm gonna be watching. That was not AI. Well, okay, that video might have been AI, but like Netanyahu's not dead. Like whatever that narrative is not true. Netanyahu's not dead. But maybe that video is AI. I don't know. Quick look at the market. I'm so unplugged now, man. I miss doing my show. I'm like I'm not plugged in. Okay. Real question. The newsletter that I put all this time into getting set up and automated. Well, as of this coming week, and I'm not going to be doing that newsletter anymore, which kind of sucks because that was a lot of time and money into that process. I'm thinking about just doing that newsletter and doing it like personal, right? Like either put it on my NFT LDR site or come up with my own like subscriber list or whatever. Did anybody here read the newsletter? I kind of don't think so. Like I know who the audience for that was, but my new newsletter is going to be all AI. So everything I did out the window, I think, look, even if nobody reads it, I think I'm going to do it anyways, just to put it out there and make it a personal thing. And then iterate on it just for myself, for personal reasons. So I think that old version of the newsletter, I think I'm going to keep doing it, but it'll be mine, which is kind of cool. I've never had a newsletter, so I think I'm going to do that. Separately, I got to work on a new newsletter that's just 100% AI focused, and especially on EthosSwarm stuff. And I got to show you EthosSwarm too. I hope people have been seeing it, and if not, totally cool. This is my challenge. It's getting good at tweeting. It's getting good at marketing, and boy, I think I made some big steps this week, but not where I need to be. What's up, Rocky? Good morning, man. Oh, we got to talk some NFTs today for sure. Definitely need that. Anyway, Bitcoin, just under 71, ETH over 2K, which is great. BNB 653, Ripple 139, Solana 86. Again, I have no idea this market right now. So ETFs I want to spot check. By the way, we'll play it today, but new Disclosure Day trailer looks amazing. Bought tickets for, oh my God, I can't wait. I bought tickets for Project Hail Mary next weekend. Can't wait. The movie looks amazing. It's getting phenomenal reviews. Like so good. Got a new guitar this week. I got to show you. It's my dream guitar. I got my dream guitar. I'm so pumped. I Bitcoin 184 mil. Oh, dude, we had all inflows last week. Check that out. Great week for the Bitcoin ETFs. Dude, nice. Real nice. It's a great sign. On the east side, same thing. Basically same thing. Inflows most of the week. How about Solana? And Solana, kind of the same thing. All right. Have they added anything else? No. Okay. Yeah, looks all right. Looks okay. Clarity Act is in its final window. It's really there. It's like do or die time for the Clarity Act, right? And Trump has been pushing. This is last week news, by the way, but Trump is he's putting the pressure on the banks. This is a bank thing. He's not siding with the crypto industry and telling the crypto industry, hey, you guys make the deal. He's telling the banking industry, you motherfuckers, You motherfuckers better get this done. And I hope they do. They have literally a few weeks to get this over the finish line, or else it's game over. It's game over for the Clarity Act for possibly even a couple years here. Democrats are going to like absolutely clean house come November. They are. Democrats are going to clean house unless something drastic turns around. And I hope that drastic turnaround is market on fire, like good fire, right? Market absolutely cooking. I hope it's that. And there's a chance it is that. But I think that's the only chance Republicans have. And I don't give a fuck which side wins. But I do give a fuck if it's pro-crypto or anti-crypto guys. And I do not think the Democrats are crypto-friendly. And you can blame Trump for a lot of that, too. You really can. Trump, you can. So this needs to pass in the next few weeks, at least progress in the next few weeks to get this ahead, because otherwise, I don't think they have a recess coming up, but they're going to shift their focus onto these midterm elections, and they're not going to be campaigning and giving a shit about this at all. So it's do or die time for the Clarity Act. I don't know. And like the weirdest thing is you have these like experts on complete different sides, guys saying we're not even close to a deal, and other guys saying, hey, those reports about not being close to a deal are actually wrong. We're actually really close, and who knows? Who fucking knows? Absolutely crazy, right? There should be a level playing field. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. He's a fucking snake. Department of Justice investigating if Iran used Binance to evade sanctions. I'm sure they did. Boy, if the Democrats win, I'm a little worried, though. I don't want to go back to cancel culture and debanking and all that shit. And I think we will. And also, the Republicans have turned into that party, too, now. They just have. Hate them all. I hate them all. I could not hate them, any of them. I couldn't hate them more. I actually went just for like a palate cleanse or like a reminder. Sometimes I need a reminder of like, what do I actually believe? Like, who are the good guys? Because there's so few of them. I went down like just memory lane and just watched some good old Ron Paul videos. You know? We're fucked. We're just fucked. We're definitely at they fight you. Absolutely. And I don't think we leave this stage anytime soon. We'll get to the win. I just think the win's further off now, and it's a real shame. Until we get one of the tech bros in office. Maybe till we get Mr. Beast in office. I say Mr. Beast a lot because I actually think, well, he for sure is going to run. I think he'll be a great president. I think Mr. Beast will be an awesome president. I would probably be voting for Mr. Beast whenever, you know. It's funny people try to, well, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but people try to make it like he's this evil fucking, not a plant, but that he's evil. I don't think he is. Spidey, my senses could be wrong about him too. I don't know. I think even good guys get corrupted, and that could be with him too. Actually, I think that's the case with most politicians too. It's like, I think a lot of them get in with great intentions, helping people, but then like, the longer you live in that space, okay, how about this? When I started doing crypto and NFTs and I started with no money, and I'm like, I would tell myself this, hey, when you start trading for like crypto and NFTs worth this much, or when you make an ETH and it doesn't phase you at all, you make an ETH and you don't even get excited about it. I'm like, that's how you know you've reached the level you wanted to get to, right? What's up, Moonship? AI will never get me. Although it almost got me this week, dude. I'm not even kidding. It almost got me this week. I thought I might be jobless coming soon. Scary out there, dude. So anyway, I always set these like mental like notes, and I'm like, when you make an ETH and it doesn't excite you and it doesn't phase you one bit, I'm like, you've reached a level you were trying to reach. I think with politicians and stuff, they start with good intentions. They stay at some place for so long, and they're surrounded by a certain kind of people for so long that it changes them. It like changes them, and then their like senses get retuned and they're off, and it corrupts them. I think that's the truth. So I don't know with Mr. Beast. Anyway, how do you guys read this? Stablecoin market cap at an all-time high. Okay. I've seen takes that stablecoin market cap is like super bullish for the industry. It's people buying stablecoins, getting ready to deploy into crypto. I don't think that's the correct take. I think it can be the correct take, but I don't read it that way. Like stablecoin market cap going up to me can mean that. It can also mean people selling their crypto, stabling up. It can be, that intermediary step of you go from crypto to stables to fiat. But there was somebody who would always say, oh, stablecoin supply and market cap going up. That means we're about to cook. And I don't think that's the case. I've even lined up the charts and I'm like, trying to match it up with like, does it front run like a run? I don't think it does. But again, sometimes could be. Use a mind to just have a conversation with Claude to change the world. Man, I've had so much fun this week with this stuff. Claude is so fucking amazing. I'm digging OpenClaw so much, and I'm having a great time with mines too. But at Moonship, you missed it before. Actually, your comment you made on a video the other day, I'm going to drop that in OpenClaw. I think my bigger push with mines, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right now on the EthosSwarm account. It's working. I mean, it's working to a small degree. I've got to grow the reach of that account, and I don't know how. Like, I'm new to this, You could tweet. We've all got an X account. You tweeting is not the same as you knowing how to market. And I don't know how to market, and I'm trying to learn, and it's not easy. But like the content I'm doing right now, it's 2 to 3xing the engagement we've gotten before. So it's like it works, but now how do you scale it and how do you translate it to signups? And actually, what's kind of cool is I can kind of see when it does translate to signups. I did one video. Well, I did a video every day this week, but like 2 of those days, a big bump in signups, which was badass. I'm like, oh my God. Like, again, now I'm thinking like a marketer. I'm like, okay, that's your sign that kind of content works and that topic works. So I did a comic book thing, right? Did a video on a comic book. Is anybody here going to do it? No, but are there some people out there that want to go play with it, test it, whatever? Because they saw it. Turns out, yeah. A couple of those videos got a whole bunch of signups. I'm like, it works. Keep pushing that direction. It's cool. But yeah, Facebook, I think mines are going to do way better for over there. Get the boomers. And I haven't shared the example where I use a mine for my dad's medicine. I've not made a video on that yet because I actually think if I do that video the right way, it can actually do pretty well. And that's a perfect video to put on Facebook. Perfect video for Facebook. So like the new kinds of videos I'm doing are these. So it's like super candid, right into the camera, like 2 to 3 minutes. And ideally, these are more like a minute because like marketing 101 or like content 101, I'm learning this stuff. It's so crazy. I'm a couple of years in, but I'm learning it for the first time. Like on Facebook, I see after 8 seconds, most people drop off. So I got to have the punchy thing 5 seconds in, 3 seconds in, so they stay past 8 seconds. And then I need to figure out what's that next drop off point. So the first thing that keeps them past 8 seconds, but then where do I put the next thing that keeps them at like 15, 20 seconds, right? I got to figure this stuff out, but I'm learning. The style of video works. Got a message from a buddy of mine who's like, dude, yes, this is the right direction. And he's a guy who knows. He does this. It's his living. So that's the new kind of content. Just got to figure out how to do it the right way, like just better, but it's working. Like to a degree, it's working. I'm like super happy. I'm proud of like the growth. It's not good enough. I'm 15% to where I need to be, which is not good. 15% ain't great. And I need to escalate quick, but it's great. We have Animoca as a partner and boy, are they pushing it hard. Yat is talking about mines everywhere. If you look at Yat's feed, if you look at Yat's timeline, if you look at Animoca Brand's timeline, everything is about mines right now. And we've not flipped the switch yet to have the Cognition purchase Swarm. That's coming. And then I think that gets pretty spicy. I bought Swarm a few weeks back. I am kind of tempted to do, I'm tempted to do more. Like, again, I think, fuck, man, it's not even think. I believe this is going to be a much bigger deal. Anyway, Jack GK, who's great, has got an interview with Yatsu coming. They're talking about mines in it. This is, I believe, Animoca's like big focus now. Moonship, why don't you use it to improve CryptoSlam at a terminal? That is part of it, for sure. That's absolutely part of it. All that data is there. What I don't remember, I should probably know this, man. What I don't remember, is there a skill already that a mine taps directly into the CryptoSlam database? Actually, well, more than that, right? Because we went from CryptoSlam and all that NFT data to then Slam AI, which is all EVM blockchain data, everything. Let me show real quick. Base dot. So we made this shift from just NFT data to now everything on chain, like everything on chain. And that's the data you access through like Slam AI. I'm pretty damn sure there's already a skill app, whatever, that has all this info. So the mines are tapped into this. So yeah, I think they can do that. And if they don't, it's purposeful that we just didn't build out that skill yet because why? Because I don't know. Not a dev, so I'm not sure why, but I think it's there already. And then I would love some like CLI or something to access it, right? But I think that's if it's not there, and I know in production, like customer facing, it's not there yet, but it behind the scenes, I believe it is, and comes out when the guys want it out there. But there's going to be a very, very, very big push for mines, and a big part of that push is coming from Animoca. But what's going to be cool is we're going to see like all different flavors of these mines. We're going to see the Animoca mines, and we're going to see other companies and projects and businesses with their own mines, right? All powered by Ethos Swarm, but all of them like white label. Animoca mines and this company mines and this company mines, and then we've got our mines. We call ours Ethons. They're like they're like different species, kind of. Would that be the right way to put it? Yeah, I think like different species, but they all work together. So like, check this. I think this is badass. So like, for example, Animoca Mines partnered with Superior Trade. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Superior Trade. It's like Hyperliquid, tapped into Hyperliquid trading strategies to like, yeah, trade over there. Meaning that then mines across any of those like civilizations or species or whatever can also tap into that. So they also can then trade there, which is really, really fucking cool. They're just going to get so powerful the more we build. This week we added in functionality that can connect to your Google Drive. So I built that into mine, so mine can create Google Docs. I've got it transcribing videos and timestamping the videos and then creating tweets based on the transcription, like find cool parts, and then drop it in Drive to keep it like organized, but then also put it on my calendar, connects to my calendar. So schedule out my content calendar. Just so many things it can do. And this is, again, it's really for, I mean, as technical as you are, you can do a lot with it, but non-technical people now have access to this because somebody else built the technical part. Your mind talks to the mind that has the technical skills, like abilities. It's going to get very fucking cool. I'm really excited about it all. But I want to push it on Facebook. And so that story with my dad and the mind and keeping track of medicine, that's a story I think hits on Facebook, like hits. If I can, and I like, this is the part I'm learning, but I get it. And I just got to learn how to execute. How do I make the title where it grabs somebody? I got to make that title in like 5 words, however long, right? But I need to make that where the boomers want to click in here. And then I got to get the grabby part in the first 5 seconds to keep them there. I got to figure this out. And then I'm learning, well, you have to put text on screen because a lot of people don't listen to the audio. They just read it and watch the video. So I'm like, okay, well, I got to use the transcription. I got to put it on the screen. Like it's it's an art and not good yet. So let me play the audio here. But apparently we had a orb sighting. We had an orb sighting. I still don't know what Ashton Forbes. I think he's a shitty dude. I believe he is. And I still don't quite know if the whole like orb thing is a grift. English, did you see the new Disclosure Day trailer? We'll probably got to pull that up next. So I don't know if Ashton Forbes is pretty grifty. And also what he says could be true, right? The orbs zapped that plane, wormholed it, and could be true. But those orb things, man, I mean, the orbs are real. There's been tons of footage of those 3 orbs that like rotate and they can kind of branch off but come back together. Like that's real. And so there was a sighting here. And man, now I'm thinking back to the drones over New Jersey stuff, and like we never learned what that was. We never learned. There's something going on, man. Check this out. There they are, like lining up. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know, man. There's something out there. And I don't know. I still don't know. Is that our tech? Ashton thinks it is Lockheed Martin tech, right? He's like convinced of that, but could be. It could be. And again, we still don't know what those drones were. What a crazy, crazy fucking thing. I hope we learn one day, you know. Let's do the disclosure date. Man, there's so much good shit. Did you guys see the new one? Let's play it. I don't know if I get the copyright or whatever, but here, let's play it.
What did you steal?
And by the way, I think this video is like not even fantasy. I think this is actually real. I do. Not even kidding. I think this is like about as I think this is like a documentary.
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Nope.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
I hope they don't sound like that because that's freaky. Like that would freak me out. If I met a being and that's what it sounded like, that would fuck me up a little bit. I think they do. I bet that's real. There's that fucking guy out there who says he channels like an alien, and he makes that noise, and that was like years before this trailer came out.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth.
I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
This part here, I can't tell if it's showing like remote viewing or I think that's what it is. I think it's kind of remote viewing, which is real. Boy, we don't know anything about life. We don't know anything about like what reality is, but I bet it's closer to this than what we think it is.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
Dude, real, fucking real. There's like this very high level, like military general. I'm going to pull this up in a minute. Very high level, like military general who's gone missing in the past 2 weeks, who's very close to like the UFO, UAP stuff. I don't know.
Why would they do this?
When the time is right, everything will become clear.
Whatever happens,
Don't you let go.
There's the money shot. That's fucking awesome. That's so fucking cool. I don't know, man. The timing's so weird. That movie's coming out, I think, in June, and then supposedly Trump is gonna like, I don't know, some kind of disclosure by July 4th. Like, right? There's something that's supposed to come around the 250th anniversary celebration stuff. Trump's supposedly releasing all this like UFO stuff. I don't know. Like at this point, nobody trusts anything the guy says, and that it'll be complete. But I don't know. I think it's all real weird. This guy here, General McCasland, possible high-level UFO insider, just gone. Dude's just gone. Retired Air Force general who ran the labs tied to the UFO rumors vanished in Albuquerque. Gone. No trace. Nobody knows anything. Oh, hang on. Here's from Tom DeLonge. I think he's talking about that guy. Is that it? It was the Cold War, and every single day we lived under the threat of nuclear war. Every single day we believed and really thought in the deepest part of our souls that nuclear war could happen at any moment. This is the general, I guess, a quote from him. And somewhere in those years, we found a life form. And everything that we did and every decision we made with that life form was because of the consciousness at that time. Weird. Moonship. Where's all the UFOs before the 1950s? Most sightings are just in the US. I don't think that's true. I think they're everywhere, but also like where it gets interesting, Moonship, is like it's like I'm no expert. Probably can't speak on any of this, but like we've got all these like biblical stories and there's all these like paintings and like hieroglyphics and stuff that all seem to show UFOs. I think they've been around if it's real. I think there's like strong evidence that it's been here for thousands of years. But then also then people make the case that if it was at a certain point, that point seemed to line up with all the nuclear testing. And that's what like woke it all up. But who knows? Just who fucking knows? Oh yeah, Moonship. I know you are newer to the weekend stream. It's a lot more UFO talk on the weekend stream. I don't know. I don't know what I believe with them. I don't know if I believe it's alien life or if I believe it's like some interdimensional kind of thing or more that it's like spirits. It's very much like the story of the Bible kind of thing. Angels and demons and whatever. It could be that. I don't know. I just know that everything is a lie. I know that for sure. It's not even I think they're lying. Like, no, everything's a lie. Our history's a lie. It could be that too. Could just be completely made up. Everything could be that too. It could be. I believe it's more, and I like if I were to go my gut, it's more like biblical story kind of stuff. That's what I think it is. And maybe we'll learn one day, and I don't think we will. Right? If we get some kind of disclosure, I don't think it'll be true. I think it's definitely going to be a thing to manipulate us. That's what I really think, including that movie Disclosure Day, including that. Hang on, what is this? So there's a rent a human thing for AI agents. What is this? What does this mean? Is it getting access to people's payments? Something about Stripe? Is it getting like people's credit card info? Is that what that is? AI agents hire real humans for physical tasks. Oh, it leaked its entire user base. Okay, cool. Okay, I get it. So almost 200,000 people signed up for this rent to human platform, and everybody's email got leaked. Which at this point, just assume if you sign up for a thing, your email's out there. Just assume. Oh man, did you guys see the video of this guy headbutting that politician? Brutal. That headbutt is fucking savage. Broke this dude's nose. So he's the headbutter. There's a better video. I can make it bigger, but headbutts this politician. Watch that. Oh my God. Gushing blood. Fuck that dude's face right up. Savage headbutt. Wow. Anyway. I don't know. Weird world. Okay. Oh, I got to show this too. But fuck, what was the story that was up just before? Fuck, I don't know. I lost my page. Okay, whatever. Disclosure day, no. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, Token 2049 in Dubai canceled. Well, postponed. It's probably not going to happen. Postpone. Oh, no. It is canceled. Pushed to next year. Token 2049 is not happening this year. Pushed a whole year off because Dubai is is Dubai fucked? You guys see those stories of people saying like they live in Dubai, they're moving because of the attacks over there, they're never coming back? People saying Dubai's dead. And I have no idea. I have no clue. But I wonder that, yeah, would be kind of bad. Also, if we're trying to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world, opportunity. So we've got, I think this might be badass. And I hate the woke shit as much as anybody else, and Larry David is one of those woke shits. But we got a new series coming from Larry David, which I need that in my life, man. I need that. Curb Your Enthusiasm is the greatest show ever. It's the best show ever. It just is. Like, not even just comedy show. It's just the best show ever. Curb Your Enthusiasm is elite. It's got a new show coming, Life, Larry in the Pursuit of Unhappiness. Dude, it's Larry David. It's like, what is it, John Hamm or whatever? It's a couple big names. Barack Obama's in it, which is funny as shit. I can't wait. But yeah, drops in June. New comedy show from Larry David. Like, I didn't even know there's a trailer, so. God. Dude, this is going to be so good. Oh, this is going to be so good.
What's up? It was over.
So?
Yes, you know, it was over.
Get off of me.
We're celebrating.
What are you, some kind of sicko?
No, everybody's kissing.
No, they're not. Only you.
No, not just me. I saw people.
Pervo fucko.
No, pervo fucker. I'm
Yes,
not pervo
Pervo.
fucker.
I'm someone's girl.
All right, okay.
Hey, Johnny.
What, Johnny? No, Johnny.
Yes, Johnny.
What the fuck?
Get over here. Johnny.
Johnny?
Dude, this is going to be fucking amazing.
Is creep bothering you, Agnes?
Yes.
No, Johnny. No, Johnny.
This pervo tried to kiss me.
You tried to kiss her?
Everybody's
Yes,
kissing
did.
Johnny.
No.
Everybody's kissing
Excuse
No,
me.
Johnny. Everybody. Oh.
Did you just take a swing at me?
No. No swing.
I missed the swing. Hang on.
He's kissing Johnny.
No.
Excuse
Excuse
No,
me.
Johnny. Everybody. Oh.
Did you just take a swing at me?
No. No swing, Johnny.
He's attacking a sailor.
No.
Hey, you messing with Johnny?
On BJ Day?
No,
mess with Johnny. Why? I'm gonna mess with Johnny.
He must be a Nazi.
No, Nazi.
Turbo
Not
Nazi.
Nazi. No. Johnny. Hey. Oh, no. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Dude, we have like the best year of like movies and fucking shows ever. I think yeah. Dude, we had A Night of the Seven Kingdom, phenomenal fucking show. I don't even watch shit, and I'm excited for this year. There is Project Hail Mary this week. There's a new Toy Story. I don't give a shit about the Spider-Man movie, but we got to put it there. But then there's like this show. There's Doomsday. There's Dune 3. Out of all that, Dune 3. But okay, I'll say Dune 3 this, and actually Doomsday I'm kind of excited for, but we got a great fucking year of movies. And like, dude, can't wait. That looks awesome. But yeah, Barack Obama's going to be in that. I don't know regularly. I think so. Looks great. Looks fucking great. I'm excited. All right, let's get to some more stories. Let's see what's going on. Iranian drone debris strikes Dubai's blockchain. Okay, more drone shit. Huh. Okay. It's not great, boys. It's not great. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad out there. It is. It just fucking is. I really do think the sleeper cell thing here in the States, it's a problem. It's a bit of a problem. I really do. It's a problem. Oh, hang on. Can we just do a random? No, it's 5 minutes long. Never mind. Sleeper cells here in the States. It's gonna be ugly. How can it not be? They smuggled a fucking missile. They smuggled a missile into the States. Did you guys know that? Did you know that? Let me see if I can find a source for that. Hang on. Was it like a rocket? Hang on. I'm pretty sure it's a missile, an actual fucking missile. Well, okay, fuck it. I think that's the story. And if it's a true story, we'll find out. If it's a true story, that should tell you how fucked things are. Not confirmed. Yeah, this was it. Claims circulating online, and I remember it came from the Sean Ryan show, suggest Iranian manpads shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles or surface-to-air missiles across the southern border. Stems from unverified intelligence leaks, speculation. So it hasn't been verified, but I kind of bet it's true. I kind of bet it's true. Anyway, it's gonna get fucking ugly. It is. All right. POAP. And shout out to our boy Cardno, but POAP, not shutting down, but kind of shutting down. POAP is going into maintenance mode, man. Moonship. TV and government pretend border security is good, but 99% is never checked. I believe it. How do you guys feel about that SAVE Act? Right, like need a driver's license to vote. That's the weirdest thing, right? That's like the weirdest thing. Okay, so to me, weirdest thing is that anybody's against it, and I get why. And also, like when people say it's like racist, I get why they're saying it. I get why they say it. It's not racist, but like I get why they're saying it. Tell me if I'm wrong here. The thought is it's not a race thing, it's a class thing. If you're super, super, super poor and you don't have transportation, you don't have this and that, that you can't make it to somewhere, you can't make it to the DMV to get your license, and you can't get your bills in order and stuff like that. I think the idea is that it's not like a race thing. It's a poor people, it's harder for them to get their license. It's something like that. And I'm like, it probably is. Like, it probably is a bit harder. Like, is that a challenge you can't overcome? Nope. Is that a challenge you should overcome? Probably. I don't think that's crazy to say you need some kind of like, not a license, but a photo ID, some kind of like an official ID. Should you need an official ID to vote? Seems pretty fucking reasonable. It seems pretty reasonable. We'll see if that passes. I don't know. Election's going to get weird too. I'm still sticking with the prediction. Trump's not making it to the end of his 4 years. I don't think he is. I don't think Trump's making it. I just don't. And I don't think an age thing. I think someone's going to get him. Is what I think. Yeah, we'll see. But I don't see it. Anyway, POAP in maintenance mode as of March 16th. So on Monday, meaning you can't create new POAPs unless you're already like on the platform. So if you're like a project who has already launched POAPs, you can launch more POAPs. But nobody knew, and now they're in maintenance mode, and then they're like, I don't know. I think they're trying to find their direction going forward here. So it's not game over for POAP. In fact, good people. I imagine they're going to find something good and sustainable to keep doing here. Like, I hope so. I think they're going to. You could probably run something like that pretty lean. So I can't wait to see it, you know? We'll see what Cardno and the crew cook up here. So we'll see. This week, Meta acquired Moltbook. They hired the team behind Moltbook. Remember, Moltbook is social media, the Reddit for AI agents. Kind of weird. I'm like, what the fuck is Meta going to do with that other than like build out what it is already, social media for AI agents? And I see those headlines and I'm like, man, are we running back the whole AR VR thing? And are we running back the whole crypto thing of like everybody's coming to crypto? Everyone's going to be doing NFTs, like, you know, and then it didn't play out. And I'm just realizing more and more this is what they do. Like, if you're trying to make money, you sell like this big vision, right? And are they doing that again? Is it bullshit? The whole AI, everything. It's a whole new like form of life. And they're going to be using blockchain, and they're like, the internet is now for AI. That's the story right now. But does that play out just like crypto? And it's like, that's the story we're telling. Does it actually play out? I'm like, I actually think I lean towards it does. To me, it makes a lot of sense that it does play out that way. Dude, let's peek at that here in a minute because it's interesting. I'm not buying Citizens, but I'm definitely debating keeping one of mine alive to play the game. And I got most of mine are dead now. And I have two more that are going to die today unless I pay that tax. So I'm coming down to my final guys, and I have to decide, do you play the game? And at this point, it's probably going to be, do you pay an ETH to stay in the game? So I'm not sure, man. What's up, Luna? Good to see you, man. Like, do I pay an ETH to stay in the game? And I'm tempted to. I might do it, especially if I can sell my monkey and make like about an ETH. And if that can be like then a wash and it covers like my covers my daily taxes, right? I'm tempted to do that. By the way, how fucking beautiful is that? It's the most beautiful guitar ever. Ever. I'm gonna show it to you. Choina, why are you still here, man? Or is it go time for you now? The most beautiful guitar ever. I can't believe I got it, dude. I can't believe it. I can't fucking. This was my childhood guitar. Oh, China. That's okay. All right. So we got you probably just a little bit. 10 more minutes. 15 minutes. Dude, I've hunted for this guitar for years. For years. It's really hard to find. You can find that model guitar, but it's really hard to find it in that color. Really hard because it's beautiful. Really hard to find. They even did not a reprint. What is the word? They had a reissue. They did a reissue of this guitar, of that model and that color. Yeah, English I played since I was 15, but I haven't in the past like 15 years, almost never touched it, so I've like lost all of it. So I'm approaching this starting over. I'm literally approaching this like I'm completely new to guitar. Because I never learned to read music, and I have a very good ear. I can hear stuff and I can figure stuff out very quickly. So I always played by ear. So like technically I've played for 30 years, but I didn't progress past 10 years. So I'm approaching it now like I'm a complete beginner. And I'm like, okay, how does somebody day one brand new to guitar, how do you learn guitar? What are like the exercises you do? And what are the basic theory things you need to learn? I want to learn to actually play, not just by ear. Because again, it's not perfect pitch I have, but there's a level down from perfect pitch, which is, I forget the term. I didn't even know it was a term, but there is something for it. I have a very easy time figuring things out. I can hear the notes. I can find where they're at. And when I play a lot, I can hear a note and know pretty much exactly where it is on the guitar. So fuck you, English. So like, because I play by ear, I didn't focus on getting technical with it. I focused on like making little like songs, like jingles, or like, I liked always making these like 15 to 30 second loops, stuff like that. That's what I like doing, which is weird. It's like, what do you do with that? Well, funny enough, if I stuck with that, crazy use cases for that now. When I started playing, you can't, what are you doing with a 30-second little like cool little part of a song? What do you do with that? Nothing. But these days you put them on shorts, right? You put them in short content. So it's kind of cool. If I would have stuck with that, probably could do something cool with it. You make the little short music clips and you sell those to people. But anyway, every so often, I do this every few years, I try to track down the guitar, and if there's one out there, it's crazy expensive, or what you usually have happen is you can't find them. They're just, you see listings that sold years ago. They don't show up much. So I was hunting for it last weekend, and I was searching. The only ones that were out there were the model above, and they go for like $3,000 to $6,000. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. If I had the money, I would have, though. I actually would have, and actually one day I will. Yeah, Master of Puppets is badass. Yeah. I would do that. I would just jam and play stuff like that, Luna. And that would be like my practice. But when I play, it just hear stuff in my head and play it, or hear a thing and then just riff on it. But down the road, when I get a big win on something, I will buy I'll buy this exact guitar too, which is really, really similar, right? This is the P4, might be the reissue. No, this is original. Here's the Washburn P4. Pretty much the same, better hardware, really. Also the color's a little different. Like this is like, I love that blue, that Tiffany blue. Like just fucking gorgeous guitar. And it's a little different than what I got. And this whole line of guitars, the Washburn P series guitars, like that is so beautiful. And again, a little different from what I got. So like mine is like a seafoam green, but I swear the top of the guitar is a different color than the bottom, but it just might be that there's more of that cream color around here. But like, I swear this definitely looks like the seafoam green, but the top looks like the Tiffany blue. And I don't know if that's just my eyes kind of playing tricks, but yeah, this whole run of guitars was so inconsistent because they'd take parts that they had and they would just slap them in guitars. So you'll have this version of the guitar, and there's 5 or 10 different versions of it with different pickups, and like officially released, right? Not modded, but they released them this way. Some of these with no pick guard, Some of these with a black pick guard, some of these with different pickups, some of these with a little different like toggle switch, cap, like a black one. Some of them, and the one I had growing up, it was this exact guitar, but different pickups, black pick guard, and black head. And then the plate's different too. Like this has got no model on the plate. Back in the day, mine had P2 on it. So it's like they're all kind of different, kind of unique, and even the colors. So you had this version that was seafoam green, because maybe that's the paint they had that day. And then they released ones that were like the really, really nice Tiffany blue. So I want a P4 Tiffany blue one badly, just badly. And so I'll end up getting this one day too, even though it's pretty much what I got now, but I want the Tiffany blue version of it. And mine's not. But it's so, I'm like, well, is it? And it's just faded from the light. But I think this is, I think this is seafoam green. And then separately, there's the Tiffany blue one. And, again, they have these with different pickups. Also the volume knobs, like you get some that are like the metal ones like that. And then you've got some that are like, the clear round ones and stuff, or black round ones, or it's just an amazing guitar though. Like just amazing. So I'm pumped. I got the thing for $650 shipped. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I went on Facebook Marketplace, searched local here, saw some P2s, but not this color. Again, you can't find them really. So I started searching all over the country, and I found one. It was in Michigan, and it was there. I messaged the guy, paid him, shipped. I got it 2 days later. Oh, but even cooler, Luna. I remember like the LPs you were setting up. Something else? I am curious. I'm curious. Oh, but I got to show you this because this is bonkers. This is my amp. This is my amp, and I got to tell you guys, if you play guitar, I think this is a must-have. Or if you're thinking about getting back into guitar, or you're starting or whatever, like I think this is a must-have. Tiny-ass little amp. And they sell them bigger too. There's like there's a $350 model that's not big. It's probably like 4 of these wide. No, probably 3 of these wide, about the same like height. Dude, this thing is bonkers. Like really, really, really decently loud. You can plug in headphones, but the coolest part is you use it through an app. So it's got Bluetooth, you connect the app to it. Dude, okay. You know how you can connect your guitar, you can plug your guitar into like an audio interface, and you can like download amps on your computer, right? You can download amps, you can download guitar pedals, all these like digital versions of these things, like vintage gear, but a digital version. You can download these different heads and cabinets. Dude, all of that on an app. You've got like a couple dozen amps. You've got a couple dozen, maybe a few dozen pedals. You've got EQs, you've got distortion pedals, you have effects pedals. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Okay. But more than that, dude, it connects to your Apple Music so you can jam along with stuff. But when you jam along with something, it actually plays the chords. It shows you on the screen what chords are being played, so you can just have an easier time learn and jamming along with it. It's got all these tracks that like you pick it, and it's just a background track. So like there's a Pink Floyd one. And I don't know if it's a Pink Floyd song where they stripped away the vocals, but it's a Pink Floyd song that then plays through the amp that you then jam over. And dude, it lets you download the tone. So you have that jam track to play with. There's a button there to download a David Gilmour tone. You download it, you hit apply, all of a sudden your amp in a click is dialed into that tone, and then you can save those presets. So you can save the Gilmour preset. Any song you can think of, you can jam with it and download the guitar presets to just jam with it on the spot. Wild. Okay. Even without like the jam along track, if there's something else like, okay, obscure song, Mother Love Bone, Stardog Champion song, right? If I want to get my guitar sounding like that, you can just scroll and figure out what amp. You could Google it, what amp, what settings, what pedal, whatever. Or it has an AI thing baked into it where I say, make my guitar sound like Stardog Champion from Mother Love Bone. And it searches whatever it can find about it, and it dials the settings in for you. Anything you can think of. I said, give me Pearl Jam Porch. Give me any song you can think of. You tell it what you want your tone to be, and it just dials that in for you. It's crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. And then, like, the AI thing is wild. I heard all these features it had, and I'm like, I bet this thing's got shit reviews. I bet it doesn't work. I go look it up and the reviews are like off the charts. This thing has got phenomenal reviews, and that's what sold me on. I'm like, that sounds too good to be true. There's no way it works. See the reviews, I'm like, oh my God, it works. It's fucking nuts. If you want to like, okay, with the big version, the big amp actually lets you loop stuff, right? But okay, when you play music, you can jam, and you want to record a part to then jam over it, right? Well, this thing, you can play it the thing that you want to jam over. So I might play it just a riff. I might play it a couple chords, whatever. It listens to it and it writes like a background track for you to jam over. So it'll take that, the key, the chords, the whatever, it'll put drums, it'll put a bass line, and it'll give you that general sound. So then you jam over it. It does that in like 2 seconds. You literally just hit a button on the screen, you play the thing you want to jam over, it writes a track for you to jam on. It's fucking wild. I can't believe Guitar Tech is where it is. It's absolutely crazy. So that thing's nuts. 8-hour battery life. I can bring it upstairs, put in my headphones, and I'm just like full on fucking rocking out on the thing and nobody can hear it. It's crazy. It's crazy. You are buying 0.0027 Bitcoin a day, borrowing against it, trading, investing with USDC. I like it. But so then, Luna, what happens if you're borrowing the USDC and then you're trading, but then you lose? What happens? Like they take your Bitcoin? Anyway, the guitar thing is awesome. Need it, and I got it. I had brought in all my keyboards and stuff. I brought in all my synths. I'm about to put them away. I brought them in because, like, when I play music, it gets me in the zone. It gets me in, like, flow state. It gets me thinking work stuff. I just get locked into work. So I'm like, I need to start playing music again. So got me into guitar again. It's working. Feeling pretty locked in. It's great. Anyway, that's my sweet baby. I love her. My forever guitar. I got her back. I got her back. I'm so excited. Boy, we had that, there you go. If you're a good trader, I bet that works really well. That's awesome, dude. Good shit. We saw, and this is a crazy ass story, but the Aave swap, right? Somebody swapped $50 million worth of what, like USDT for Aave. And because of slippage, dude ended up with $35,000. His $50 million turned to $35,000. This feels fake, but it's not fake. It's on chain. It happened. But this feels really weird. And I wonder if we've gotten the whole story yet. If it was totally just like a fuck up or what. But like, something's weird about this, man. The guy had to click through an error, right? Or the guy had to click through an error saying 99 point whatever percent slippage or what, like, but like, did the guy not know? Did he not know what that could be? That this is a guy who's got a ton of money, doesn't know what he's really doing, didn't understand what slippage is, didn't understand price impact, didn't understand, and just hit yes through it anyways. Guy lost $50 million. Also, guy's got $500 million, so it doesn't hurt him a ton, but also maybe does. But what a crazy story. That kind of stuff shouldn't happen too. Like, the conversation about it is DeFi sucks if it allows that to happen, right? Like it gives warnings. Whatever platform he was on definitely gave a warning. I mean, there wasn't even 50. I mean, there's not 50 mil in liquidity. It's like it shouldn't let that happen. Or I saw better suggestions. It should let it happen, but it should split it into multiple transactions. It should automate how that happens. It shouldn't let you swap 50 for 30K. Like, that's crazy. But it feels so crazy that it still feels like there's like something else here. But maybe there's not. And then I start thinking, okay, if it were AI doing it, would AI have known better? And I'd like to think so. Maybe not AI right now. Even if it could, look, if you've got a really well-trained agent, it probably would catch that and wouldn't do it. But right here, right now, especially an out of the box thing, probably would do it. But how do you lose almost 50 mil to slippages? Crazy. Tech worked, UX didn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Well, okay, code is law and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm like always there, but like, yeah, it shouldn't be a thing, especially this deep into this stuff, this far along. Yeah, it shouldn't happen. Anyway, absolutely fucking insane story. And I think this story is as insane too. Pump Fun, on-chain agents. This is a whole big fucking nothing burger. I'm starting to wonder if Pump Fun, geez. Yeah, who did make the money? Yeah, who makes the, it's not the platform. It's, yeah, who makes that money? Yeah, they gave him back like the 600K in fees. Yeah. Mev extractors. Dude, for the life of me, I've read about this so many times and I'm like, okay, what is Mev? And I've read it and then I've understood it. And then every time it comes up again, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't remember. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so Mevbot operator kept 10 mil in profit. Titan Builder, who is that? A block builder, received 35 mil as a bid from the Mevbot. Okay. Which then passed 1.2 mil to a Lido validator and pocketed the rest, 33.6. So it's like a Mevbot operator paid a massive $1 million fee to get their transaction in ahead, something like that. I think that's basically what it is. So pays a huge fee to get their transaction in first. So out of the 50 mil, he got 33.6 mil. Validator got paid to prioritize that. And platform gets their fees. User gets fucked all around. So that's who made the money. That's wild. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. At least it's a guy who can hopefully afford it. But yeah, this I don't get. This is literally, all this is agents that take their fees to buy and burn their tokens. It's stupid. Yeah, this should just not be a thing anymore. It's like, if you want a platform that's just the wild, wild west, you should have those. But like the most popular platforms should have protection about that where it doesn't allow it. Or the warning is way bigger. Or back to it shouldn't allow it. It should split it up over time, which also would lead to fuckery too. If people see a $50 million trade is coming in and it's split them across, this many transactions over this much time, people will still manipulate the coin and the liquidity, right? People still do the same thing, but like different. I don't know. There's got to be a way to do it. But yeah, apparently this guy was trying to buy it was 3% of the total supply of Aave. So then there's the question of why. Like, what is it about Aave that this guy needed to make that big buy right then? What's up, DK? That's totally it. Speaking only retards, I'm super digging Jakey's new content arc. Like, really fucking digging it. Okay, hang on.
Retards don't overthink. Do you know how much wasted potential there is in this world because people overthink their way to no conclusion? They're trying to overcalculate a situation. They're trying to overthink, maybe there's a consequence. They're overanalyzing what may happen. No, the retard's already tried it. And you know what? He got a little hurt. Maybe he got in a little bit of trouble, but he learned from the experience. You didn't even get the experience because you overthought it. You wanted to stay comfy and content. The retard already did it. Now he's laughing at you. The retard's on to his next move. You're still stuck at square one. Be retarded. Retard max.
I'm with him, dude. It's, I mean, that should be printed on your wall. This is something you should watch his video every single day. It's so fucking true. That's the crazy part, is how true it is. It's so true. Yeah, really smart people who do not get far ahead. Very normal people, like anybody who's trying to get ahead and they can't figure out why they can't get ahead. If you can't, man, CJ, have a great day, buddy. The reason most people can't get ahead is because you're not retarded enough. It literally is that simple. He says it so perfectly. It is. Retard's just doing it. Like, no thought. The thought, you have the thing you want to do, you fucking do the thing. You fucking do the thing. Overthinking it is the trap. In the hour or 10 hours or 50 hours or 100 hours you spend thinking, retard has done 100 hours worth of the thing you were just thinking about doing. It's so true. It's so true. It's crazy, but it's why you see guys out there, you've all seen them, you probably know them, who are not that smart, but they're crushing it. That's why. That's why, man. Fuck. All these songs that get me copyrighted. But dude, it's true. It's absolutely fucking true. So be retarded. It's the best advice. And again, this is so stupid. And I like that people are like in the replies saying, why the fuck? Like, what is the point of this? This is literally adding in something that only extracts. It adds nothing. Automated buybacks for tokenized agents. So like you have an agent. You don't even have to launch a new coin. You can take like an existing coin, basically attach an agent to it, and like the agent then trades it and uses fees to buy back token and burn token. It doesn't matter. I actually think burns are stupid. I don't think buyback burns make any sense. I don't. This even applies to Deathstir. Love Deathstir. I don't think the burn makes any difference at all. It adds like a layer of like not confusing people, but it adds a layer of complexity where most people aren't thinking about like all the way down. Like, what does it actually mean? People are just like, oh man, burning. So less supply, meaning if people want to buy the same number of tokens, they got to pay more. And it's like, it's not how it's going to work. I don't mind burns because it gets attention in short term. It gets people thinking a kind of way. Like, it's fine, but does it really do anything? Not until you have very few tokens left. And then then you're down to the core thing of supply demand. Who actually wants it? What's the value of it? Burn adds absolute floor to the token price, though. Yeah, but then you're just back to supply demand, and that's kind of the ultimate thing still. There's a price, but it's making you face like the most basic kind of choice or decision. Is it worth that? Here's the price. Is it worth it? Do I actually want it? So I in the long run, I think completely pointless. And until you get to that point, it just adds a little like weight to like, I don't know. It just adds a little something that gets people thinking it moves the needle. It doesn't move the needle, though. I think it doesn't do anything other than it makes people think it does something. So yeah, this is just stupid, though. And Kook had replied in here too. There's no point. What's the difference between this and just telling your agent to buy the token? Pump Fund adds nothing here except a fee layer. Absolutely true. And I don't think Alon even replied. He didn't reply because it's true. It's literally the most nothing burger update while everybody's still waiting for the Pump Fund airdrop, which will never happen until the market's hot and this token pumps. They're not going to do it now. It'll kill the token. May never happen. Are agents made on Pump Fund? No. So you don't even launch an agent here. You launch your own agent somewhere else. And you just point it at a token. You literally just tell an agent to buy and burn X amount. You just tell it to buy and burn token from a pump fund coin. It's an absolute nothing burger. Literally nothing burger. It kind of shows me pump funds out of ideas, and they've been out of ideas for months. I think the content thing was like, I actually like the content coin idea still. I still do. But I think since then and all the creative fees and this and that, I think they're completely out of ideas. Because like, how much can you do with a meme coin? You know? So I think this is pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. But, you know, everything is going this way. You know? World Liberty Finance is going to go some kind of AI agent thing. What does that even mean? Stablecoin rails for AI agents. Focus on agentic artificial intelligence payments. I go back and forth if I think the whole AI, like Brian Armstrong had a tweet this week, AI will be, it was like billions of agents will be trading on chain. It was that kind of idea, right? And I go back and forth with it because I'm like, it makes sense. I do think it happens. And you got guys taking the flip side of it saying like, dude, they'll just use your credit card, which is true too. Like totally true. But then it gets weird when it's like your agent should be able to make other agents. Like CZ said it too. That's right. Yeah, actually, I think I got that here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, agents will make 1 million times more payments than humans, and they'll use crypto. And it's like, I think that's true. Rizzle, they won't. No one cares. The agents are only as good as the people behind them. See, I don't agree. Right now, absolutely. In 5 or 10 years, I don't think that's true. I think they will be, if you got people that are willing to host, you know, their infrastructure for them, and you're, I mean, they could be, should be, could be, whatever, fully autonomous. It's like totally hands off. It's like, there they are, they're alive, they do what they want. I think we go that way. I don't know. I was going to say, I hope we go that way. I don't know if I hope. I don't know. But I think that's possible that it does play out that way. But at that point, are you giving it a fully autonomous thing, your credit card? Maybe. If it's one that you're very close with, maybe. But if you want your agent to have the ability to spawn off other agents to work for it or with it, are you going to send all of them your credit card? Or that's where it starts getting like, I don't think you're doing that. Why will they prefer crypto? I think it's because they have the ability to verify stuff. It's for the verification layer. It's more for that. It's for the speed and verification. You can give them your credit card, and then it's what? They make a payment, and then how does another agent verify that a payment was made here and this much and to this thing? It's like, how do they? If it's on chain, they have instant verification. I think it's mostly about that. So it's speed and verification. It makes sense that it could happen. And that's Moonship. That's a point that hit me recently too. It's like, but people like doing this stuff. They don't want to just offload it. People love scrolling. Have fun, Joanna. People enjoy that stuff. They do. So to me, that scenario makes sense when the agents are actually autonomous, when they're not doing that, when they're making payments. And I picture it's mostly like microtransactions. It's paying an agent for a service. It's paying this agent for its expertise in this thing, and for a skill it has doing this, and for its connectivity to this platform. And it's micro payments. I think that's it. Again, is this another scenario where we're making up best case scenario because we don't have any other storylines? We don't have any other ways for adoption, or does it make sense that the whole maybe AI is what pushes crypto mainstream, even if they don't know it? And I'm like, that's really, to me, it's really possible. I can't just blindly say, yes, that is it. Because I did that with crypto, and I still believe in crypto, but the adoption thing is not happening. And it's because people think they missed it, because they can't speculate on it, but it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't. It's just part of the verification process. I still think that's what it's for, and I agree. I think we will see an agent that becomes a billionaire for sure. And it's going to take something big to happen to really make this thing explode. But also the tech has just gotten really good. Really good. And also stable coins have killed a lot of what utility tokens are. They just have. But I do think this is like pretty likely to happen. Fully autonomous agents that don't need the credit card, that do not need to wait for payments to settle, and do need verification, and it's more for microtransactions. I think it's pretty damn likely. And then if agents can actually get very good at executing for you, and I think they can, I don't think we're here yet, but if they can, then this stuff matters a ton too. Where if you can offload your trading, your entire trading strategy to an agent, I think that's a needle mover too. I don't think we're there yet, man. I think it's pretty obvious. If we were there, we would be using it already. If there were a single agent that was crushing it on trades, all of us would be doing it. And if it's like crushing it on trades so well that they charge a premium for it, right? So then only like rich guys can afford to use that. Well, then same thing. We would be hearing about that right now too, because we'd be hearing like the biggest, best traders out there have made this much money using this AI agent, and haha, you can't afford it, but I'm crushing it with this thing. We would be hearing that, but we're not even hearing that. There's nobody who's crushing it. Okay, now that said, I think DK here has said he's doing very well trading with agents. If that's true and there's secretly guys who are doing pretty damn good trading, then look out. Maybe that moment is actually like under the radar right now, but happening. But I still think we're waiting for like the guy who's like absolutely crushing, just killing any other like human trader out there. That story sets this all off. I just don't think we're there. Santiago, we talked about this last week, but he's right. And he's also not right. All the LARPy stories about AI, 90% LARP. Yeah, see, now that's interesting. It's not easy, but they probably stay private. Yeah. I mean, so much of the market's already algorithmically traded anyways. Like this is not new that AI is trading. And I'm talking outside of crypto. But if guys are crushing, here's the thing. That's a great point, DK, right? Because if they're crushing trading using AI, why would they tell you? Because as soon as you start using their trading strategy, now trading is harder for them, right? J-Wise, I've seen that. And I've also heard that a lot of the prediction market stuff is very like fake LARPy too, that the markets are way more efficient than people think. Like, but back to that other point though, if somebody is crushing it trading using AI, why would they tell you so you can dial in a similar strategy and then millions of other people do the same? All of a sudden their edge is gone. I think that's pretty likely too. Why would you give away your trading edge? Yeah. So Luna, then, okay, if you can get your bot trading over 50% win rate, would you share it and make money, or would you continue to just use it while nobody knows and not have to change how your bot or agent works? So maybe it's actually happening and people don't want others to know. Oh, DK, I bought Resident Evil yesterday. It's fucking phenomenal, and it's so creepy. Dude, it's so scary. That game is so creepy, dude. It's really good. So I played a couple hours and I'm like, okay, I think it's time to shut it down. Because kind of like I haven't played Mugenics in a couple of weeks because I know it would distract me from work. Kind of same thing here. Although Resident Evil's shorter, right? But I'm like, I don't think I should play it. I need to stay locked in. It's real fucking good. It's real fucking good. All right, quick break. BRB. King Gizzard? Nah, whatever. We'll do Kongs. All right. Dude, I have not used OpenClaw much this week, other than not for anything I would need OpenClaw for. I'm just using it for a chat buddy. You basically using it to help with tweets this week, which is awesome. Don't need OpenClaw for that though, but just using it for Opus, right? And it's helped a lot. It's actually helped me go get in retard mode. It's like overthinking and overthinking and overthinking. I'm like, dude, I need to get a tweet, and here's what I need to, I think, tweet about, or what should I tweet about? And I just give him some like ideas of what I know I need to be talking about, and he's just helping me with crafting that stuff, helping me with like just algorithm things too, but nothing that I would need OpenClaw for. But like, I'm hoping this week to get in builder mode, like build a thing, because it helps me understand this stuff. It's just like building a thing just to build it, just to understand what it can do is like so important for me right now. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I've done anything specific. Newsletter was such a big win. Moonship, I think you missed it earlier though, but like got it doing the newsletter thing fucking perfectly, right? So you saw that. As of Monday, my newsletter will now be a completely different format. And I need to figure out if I can get him doing whatever this format is too. And I've not even locked in the new format, but not doing crypto and NFTs anymore. Full AI. So all that work kind of for nothing, man. Although I think I'm just going to, I kept it, right? I'm keeping that because I think I'm just going to still do the newsletter, and I'll make it, like I'll launch it on my own website, and I might just do an email list just to do a thing, and then work on improving it and scaling it or whatever. But all that, not for nothing, because I did learn. And it did work, and it's incredible, but kind of for nothing work-wise. I'm not using it for that now. So, yeah, I'm ready to start kind of building stuff again. I had built, it's a mock-up, and I'll show you. I don't think it works, but I need to see if I can get it to work. It's actually, I think, a cool-ass idea if it'll work. And it was actually my wife's idea. Let me see. Hang on. So the idea was, where the fuck? Hang on. Cool thing with this is, hang on. I love that you use it kind of wherever. That my wife had an idea. She's like, could it do this? And I just send it a message and I kind of describe it, and it just does it. Making a plan, a takeoff tool for stripping. Oh, interesting. Wait, hang on. I think I read it wrong. Making a plan takeoff tool for stripping. What does that mean? And where the fuck is my chat from last night? Wait, did I do this on Discord? I think I did it in Discord. I'm so confused. All right, let me just search. Why didn't I just do that? Oh, here it is. Okay, this is gonna be stupid. This does not work yet, and maybe it doesn't work. Takeoff tool reads the plans. Oh wait. Okay. Stripping, painting, construction plans. Got it. Okay. Dude, I saw some guy who had a business idea. It was some like what was it? It was some like handyman, wrong way to put it, but it's a thing that basically does like quotes or something like that for like these like handyman-y kind of jobs. And like Mark Cuban retweeted him and he got business. This is like not a technical guy, it's a fixer-upper kind of dude, right? Self-employed guy. And he made an app or something with Claude Code, and now he's got paying customers for it, which is kind of cool. Okay. My wife is telling me again, will this work or whatever? I don't know. And I don't know. She's like, okay, every time we want to get fast food, it's my daughter's on her phone on Taco Bell and adding stuff. You know, she's just looking and then she texts my wife what she wants. And my other daughter does the same thing. And then I do the same thing. And my wife has what she wants. She's like, could your AI thing make it so I get everybody's orders at once and I could place the order? I'm like, maybe. I bet there's a way that it builds like an interface where like everybody places their order. It then like adds all those up in the same thing. And then it can pass that through to like the Taco Bell app. I'm like, I think it could do that, but I don't know. It could definitely do it if you do it on the website. That it could do for sure. Like, right? So it's like if my wife, instead of doing it on her phone, goes to like on my computer and just pulls up tacobell.com, right? I bet it could do that especially because it can drive the screen. So I know for that reason it could. It's like everybody places their order. And then on my screen, Taco Bell goes and it just manually reads what everybody wants to play. It's so like something that simple. But could it do an app that then is like an overlay, or it's like it's like the Taco Bell app is connected in it and the orders are all play. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to think how it technically works. This is where being a developer would help. It helps you a ton with this stuff, because then you can understand what is it actually capable of. But again, at the very least on a computer, it could do it, because on the computer it can physically click. Can always use Uber Eats app as a hack. Tricky thing there is the Uber Eats menu is usually different, right? So like, I think there's something funny here, like where we're at, like the local Taco Bell doesn't do Uber Eats. It's something like that. They always pick up one town over, which is so weird. So the menu's different. So, but there is something like that. But my wife wants to then, I think her goal was to like not even punch it all in. But even if that's simple enough that she just gets it all like added up together. I think long story short is it can do what she wants, I think, this way. You know, everybody gets the menu, and this looks at the Taco Bell app in our location, and it builds the menu here, and everybody enters it, and then it combines it all on a screen, and then my wife just has the order that she just punches in, right? Like, it can do that, and I think very easily. And so that's this mock-up that it built. Like, right? Everybody just goes, and I add it, and then my daughters add it, and then we do add to the order, and then my wife gets a printout or an email. Here's the full order. Something like that. API from major chains would be easy if you came from a funded company. Yeah. So, but that's kind of what's cool with OpenClaw is I think you can build, if not like the perfect app or solution for it, and I bet you actually could, but separate from that, you can build your own one-off standalone thing that just does it for you and your family, not a thing you're going to sell, whatever. It's just a thing that makes your little thing easier. Because for us, sometimes it's 30 fucking minutes of back and forth, and we got it ready, and somebody's like, no, I want to do this. I want to take that off and add this thing, and I want the extra sauce and this and the custom shit. It's a pain in the ass. So again, just because OpenClaw can do the clicks, then I know this is possible. So like I would enter my name, add my order, submit. My daughter's the same thing. My wife then gets to, yeah. So then it puts it together. My wife would go to this thing, and then there's the order. It's pretty cool. It's cool. Is it like mind fucking blowing? No, but cool. If it worked, yeah. That's it. Moonship. Do you got kids, Moonship? I think you do. Right? Actually, I don't know. No, but is it a pain in the ass every time we do? Yes. Is it something that would be cool if you could fix it in 10, 20 minutes or whatever? Yeah, pretty cool. And it's more the idea that I think everybody's going to have these like little custom one-off little personal solution things. Like, I think that's cool. But yeah, I'll tell you this, fast food orders with kids, and I'm sure it's like any group of friends or whatever, pain in the ass, without fail every single fucking time. And especially because my wife is too nice. She'd be like, I'll go to Taco Bell for you, and I'll go to Wendy's for you. And like, I hate that she does that. But she does, because she's an angel. We got Doodles AI beta coming. I actually think this could be kind of cool. Doodles smoke. Dude, there's no cigarette trait in Doodles, is there? Look at how edgy they're getting. Yeah, see, Vert, that's what we do. But then it still always comes back to the end and somebody's like, wait, I want to change this. This is actually a discipline thing, really. But fact is, it's a problem every time. Yeah, it's like you get to the end and then somebody wants to make a change. It's just a pain in the ass. So, yeah, I think the Doodles AI thing might be really neat. I definitely want to try it. I mean, it's clever when like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Moonship. You get the right idea with any of this stuff, and the person to buy it is not other people. It's the business, or they just steal your idea. They'll just steal your idea. But this is cool. In a world where like attention and your brand matters more than anything, pretty cool that people can like wrap their idea, their vision, whatever, in a Doodles aesthetic. It's pretty cool. Coming in 3 days. So on Tuesday, Doodles AI beta. I need to ping them because, right, I don't know what their team looks like now, but when I was doing the Daily Show, they were going to come on and talk about it, and it was so far off, so it didn't happen, of course, but maybe we do it again now? We'll see. Kind of don't care. I do think Doodles AI is neat, so I don't not care about that. Magic Eden, so weird, but done, right? So EVM Marketplace is gone, Bitcoin Marketplace gone. All kinds of fun about their approach to it, all completely valid, like complete bullshit. What else? Hit the anniversary of Beeple's $69 million sale. I need to go back and listen to this. He's got an interview with Metakoven, who bought that piece. I would love to hear his thoughts on it today, because a lot of people called bullshit on that, like fake sale. And I think it kind of was.
Different.
Also, man, like it's not a great piece of art. But like, does it signify something more than that? Like, right? Is it less about the art? Is it more about it's signifying like it's like the power of NFTs combined with the moment happening in crypto, right? It's like, it's a lot of that. Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird piece to have sold for so much, right? But I want to go back and listen to that interview. Actually, more and more now, I think I'm going to start throwing these videos into a transcriber. I never do that. I really should. And I forgot how easy that is to do. Like I kind of forgot how easy it is to do. I threw a video, couple links at my mind, and it transcribed it. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like it's really fucking cool. Need to do that more. Like videos I want to watch, like don't watch them. Transcribe the thing, have AI pick out the best parts, and jump to right to those sections. Then people don't take advantage of that enough. Like, man, you could churn out some content doing that. Transcribe it, have it give you the timestamps, have it craft you a tweet. I had my mind do all that. Again, you can do that with any LLM right now, I imagine. But people don't use that enough. Like I wasn't. This is badass. Okay, Death and Taxes. Check this out. It looks like he, or actually probably just some person is building a display that'll be branded for like Death and Taxes, which is so cool. I just think this collection's going to do in the long run. I think this is going to be like one of those, like it's going to be one of those things. It is. I really think these are going to do well in the long run. So somebody's built a display here to show off your Death and Taxes, or just put whatever your digital art on here. I'll buy one of these for sure. I've been looking for digital displays. I would definitely buy this. I would definitely buy. Well, depending on the price, but I almost definitely will buy this thing. But that game right now, let me show you. Death and Taxes is down to like 1,000 players. All my guys are dead except for like 3. What are we at? 1,013 players left. Final 69 split the treasury. Treasury's up to almost 60 ETH, I believe. Yeah, 62 ETH. So we're getting to the point, basically in the next day or two, where the final 69 players are each going to win 1 ETH, which for me is like, okay, that means you can spend an ETH to keep your guy alive, because then you're break even if you win. And so then if you win, you've got an animated 1-1. That's it, basically no cost to you. We're kind of at that point, and that's how I'm thinking about this game now. So I'm sitting here with this guy right here. He's alive for 12 more hours. If I don't pay the tax, I'm out. I can use my bribe. It'll save me $30 or so. It's not much, but at this point, I don't think you can hide much. Part of the game was try to hide and not get found and not pay your taxes. And then when you get found, use your bribe. Well, these guys have all figured out and built these really easy tools to find the guys who haven't paid taxes. They're going to find you in an instant. There is like, you're never not going to get audited. So we're at the point where you got to pay every day. So do I pay? And I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to keep these guys alive. So somebody who is playing to the end wants to buy it to have like a nice rare piece that makes it to that, final 69 and get it animated. And this guy's good. I hope he makes it. I don't think he will. I've got an offer for 0.6. Kind of tempted to take it, right? I bought this guy for 0.07. Kind of tempted to take it because that 0.6, I look at it like it's 0.6 ETH that goes to paying my taxes to hopefully make it into the final 69. But it's going to get tricky because if we're at basically right now, 1 ETH is your prize, we're basically there, right? I mean, we're going to get to the point soon where if 2 ETH is your prize, that means guys are going to be willing to pay 2 ETH in taxes to then win. And the higher it goes, the more they're going to be willing to pay just to break even. Or a lot of these guys are going to be, paying more than they'll make back because they know they're going to have an asset that's got value. You get to the final 69, these are animated 1-1s from Modest. His 1-1 sell for multiple ETH. Had a 7 ETH sale last week. Vert, 0.6 is way better risk reward compared to 1 ETH. Vert, what do you mean? So, like, yeah, if I take it, it would basically be I have bought my. I mean, like, the one I really would be pushing to the end is my rare guy, right? The one I'd really be pushing to the end is this guy. So that 0.6 would be going to keep this guy alive. I still think this is the just best piece in the collection. I think he'll fetch 5 ETH. I do, especially if he makes it to the end. Right, Vert. Yeah. Thinking about that 0.6 to fuel the other one. Yeah. Yeah. But it's gonna cost. It's 0.6 that goes towards it, right? Like at that point, it's gonna end up costing more than an ETH to win this thing. That's what I believe, right? It's gonna end up costing like. It's going to cost a good amount. Actually, DK, that's a good shout. Wait till there's only. That's going to get interesting, man. I forgot about that. When it gets down to like 300 players yet left, the floor is going to get really interesting. Wow. DK, I got to think about that. And I might actually pull up my OpenClaw right now, right? What does the floor look like when there's only 300 left and daily taxes, well, let's say $100 a day? Like, what are people willing to pay at that point? But also, like, then what would a guy like this look like if I have him listed when it's 300 left, meaning the end is so close and the prize pool is 2 ETH, 2 ETH per NFT. And if this guy's sitting out there at a 5 ETH floor, whatever it is, right? Vert a lot. It's really ramping up. I mean, there's like 500 or 600 burning a day. Like, it's so. Here's what's so hard to figure out. It's going to slow down because I think what's happening is the guys really playing the game have probably accumulated a lot of the bureaucrats who can knock out 3 players a day. So if they're controlling all the bureaucrats, then it's going to get to the point where like their guys are safe and they can kind of stop paying taxes because there's nobody out there that can really knock them out. The game was really accumulating a lot of these, I think, and paying the tax while it's cheap, knocking out all the other guys. So in the end, when there's like 100 people that are left, it's going to cost them money to try to knock all of your pieces that are spread out to knock them out, like one at a time or whatever. Like, I think that's kind of where the game is at. So I think already I see any strategy I had, which I didn't really have one, but I think it was wrong. I think the goal was load up on bureaucrats, knock out your competition, make it where it's going to cost them. You know, it's almost like a waiting game. They don't have enough to get through all the guys you have. It's something like that. Yeah. So if ETH keeps going down too, right? So like my whole goal, if I have one, is just thinking through this guy. Like, how do I maneuver him where somebody would want to spend a lot on him? But it's also like, okay, if it's 1 ETH to win, if you win and if winning equals 1 ETH and the floor of the NFT collection is like a quarter ETH, is somebody going to want to pay so much above the floor? Like I have to figure in that prize equals kind of like a, I'm trying, boy, it's complicated now. But basically, I want him to sell for a premium, or I want to take him all the way to the end. So I kind of want to fish out there for a partner too. If somebody like wants to help play the game and help fund the thing, and we together push him to the end, and there's some kind of like co-ownership thing. What are people saying? Hang on, let me see. Okay, people are saying any rough guesses how much it'll cost to make it to the final 69. Some people saying 5 to 10 ETH. I see people saying around a quarter ETH is what they're willing to spend, and beyond that they reevaluate. But yeah, people think 5 to 10 ETH to make it to the end. And I see others saying probably 2 to 3 ETH. 2 to 3 ETH to make it. But then you have to consider, if it's 2 to 3 ETH to make it to the end, you're not actually spending 2 to 3 ETH, because if you make it to the end, you make 2 to 3 ETH, meaning you're out nothing. You gain a 1/1 animated piece from Modest. That's where my head's at. So it's why, like, right now, as much as I can, I would love to get these guys sold for, I mean, an ETH each would be the way. That'd be the perfect way. And I should have sold them earlier, actually. But if I could get, an ETH for him, half an ETH for this guy, I would take this guy to the end. I would try to take the one guy to the end. Or if I could, here's the other option. Sell this guy, try to get him sold for like 3 ETH, and then try to push the monkey to the end. That 3 ETH goes into this guy. And then you get the animated 1/1, and you're out of pocket, like, very little, because you make it back. You have to pay taxes every day. If you skip them, you're not dead unless somebody audits you. And when you're audited, if you don't pay it by the end of your time, then you're eliminated. So, like, I didn't pay with him. He's now audited. I pay or he's out. So I'm tempted. Let me see what happens. If I pay the tax for 7 days. Now, if you pay 7 days, every day tax goes up. But if I pay 7 days today, it locks it in at today's rate. So if I pay him, I don't think I have enough. It'll be a 0.06 ETH to pay for him for 7 days. I'm probably going to do it. I think that's where I need to reevaluate. Yeah, or sell everything now, re-enter when there's just a few hundred left. Yeah. That's your probably best path to win. But I played the rare game in it, and I think that's going to backfire. I think the guy I bought for an ETH will hold an ETH. Like, I think he's that good. I think he's that good. But it's like, okay, here's another guy. I've got 10 hours to pay his tax. I don't think I'm going to keep him alive. But yes, do I sell him and use all that money then instead to keep him alive, or the monkey alive? Or either way, I should not be running with 4 guys. Like, that's not an option. That doesn't make sense. This guy also, in 9 hours, he dies. The tax was like 0.00. I think the tax was 0.00969, and it goes up by like 0.00069 a day, something like that. Every day it goes up 0.0006 something. Right. Yeah. DK, maybe. You're right. You're definitely right. The floor price should go up, but at that point, is somebody going to pay a premium on the rare, or at that point, is it just you take the floor? Because at that point, you're at the same level in the game if your goal is the prize, right? I feel like the floor is going to be valuable because people care about the treasury, not so much about the piece, like a little about the piece because you want it to look good, but it all looks so good. So I kind of wonder if the rare will matter less to people, except for those, like the rich guys. Like, the game is the rich guys. They've already got some rares and grails, but can I find a guy who's got the money, who's trying to, he's doing well. So he's like, what's the one piece? Or if he's got a multiple that he's like, I'm going to win this thing, and I'm going to win with 3 of these guys or 5 of them. What's a piece that would be a grail of a grail of a grail, and I'll pay for it? Like, that one I got, I think, is that. So yeah, the goal is to go whale fishing hunting with this guy. And I would like to get 5 ETH out of him. But if I pay, half an ETH to get him far enough, am I convinced that him just being alive then gets 5 ETH for him? To be honest, I kind of think so. I think he's going to get me 3 to 5 ETH. So I bought him for an ETH. If I have to put another half ETH in to get him there, I think that's okay. I think that's where I got to start thinking, do I lock the monkey in for 0.6? He cost me 0.07. So do I lock him in for 0.6? Yeah. The only person who's buying the rare is a modest fan, like big fan, who wants, like, out of all the pieces, there's so many good ones. I really think this is the grail of the collection. So it's like somebody who also sees this, and I know other guys do. And again, we'll pay to have that one like immortalized as the animated version. So yeah, it's like I could probably get a quarter ETH for this guy right now, maybe a half. I should keep him listed, maybe a half. If I could get if I get a half for him, this might be the way actually. If I can get a half for this guy and like 0.75 for this, would be cool considering I bought this for 0.1 and I bought this for 0.07. If I can walk away with like an ETH, a little over an ETH between them, and then that keeps this guy alive. I don't think I would have optimized this game, but I would come out ahead by multiple ETH. So let's list this guy for, here, let's see what they're selling for, if they are. I don't think they are much. Again, this market's so tricky. 15 hours ago, 0.169. Yeah, so you got guys playing the game who are buying these, and are they alive still? That guy's alive. And is this guy alive still? That guy's alive. So there's guys playing the game, and I think people are trying to buy their grails that they're going to take to the end. I do. I think that's what's happening. Okay, yeah, guys hunting for their guys they're going to take it to the end with. I'm real sure with my anonymous the Grail one, I bet if I listed him at 1.5, he sells. I really do think so. I would have to tweet and promote it and shit, but I think just out of this collection, he is just the dude. Like, they're all fucking great, but that is the one. But people need to know, you know? So I got a few hours to figure out this strategy. I do not want to keep paying taxes on, at this point, the normal guy is going to go. So it's down to the monkey, the anonymous guy, and the Grail anonymous guy. Do I pay on 3 of them? I probably pay another day to really put some time and think about this. He needs to go for half an ETH, even a quarter ETH. I don't care. I need him to go and help fuel or fund the anonymous guy. It's also going to slow down. Like, it's going to slow way down. As we get to like 500, it's going to go really, really slow. Because that's guys who are going to buy 7 days worth of taxes at the current rate. So it'll be like you're going to pay 0.07. And then a week later, you're going to pay 0.1. And then a week later, you're going to pay 0.13. It's going to go like that. The end of the game is going to stretch over like a month or two, I think. So it's going to slow way the fuck down. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, so these guys are all dead. This guy died yesterday, I believe. I want to see the monkey. What those have. I think I've been selling for like 0.7-ish. Here, let's do this. Maybe I just need to say fuck it and list that guy for 0.369 right, or 3.69 right now. Like, part of me is like, do I just get out? Do I just get the fuck out? Wow, floor's 0.07 though, huh? I mean, excuse me, 0.04, almost 0.05. DK, it's going to take a long time at the end because his taxes are not that crazy right now. Like, we're getting to that line where it's going to start knocking people out. But when we get to 500 or so, I think it's really, really, really going to drag. That's where the real game starts. Who forgets to pay? Yeah, it's going to get expensive. It's going to get expensive, and it's going to be very, very slow. Yeah, a week ago for 0.79, 0.7, 0.89, 1.5. Yeah, I mean, should have let it go 2 weeks ago. But then I'm like, is anybody going to pay for a Grail during that slow time? Or will they only go for the Grail at the tail end when you're down to like 100 left? And it's like, okay, now we figure out and really lock in the one, right? Vert, if you could, I would. You can only pay 7 days up front. So you can only lock it in for a week. So you can only put 0.07 in right now. And then the next week, again, it'll be 0.1, and the week after 0.15 or whatever that is, right? So it's going to be a slower grind. But for what it's, I mean, all that, and I think it's very clear, it's one piece. You focus on one piece. Unless you're got big money and you got the bureaucrats and you're knocking out tons of others. I also think I need to step up. I haven't audited anybody. I think I need to step that up and start auditing. I don't have the time. Like, I don't actually want to do that. I don't really want to play the game like that, but probably would be smart. Are any Pepe's on the move? Like, I just want to see if people are buying. Yeah, 1.3 a week ago. So I just want to see. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's just look at recent sales. See who's grail hunting. 0.15 for a common. Why? Why would this go for 0.15 for a common? I don't get that. Here's 0.2 for a skull. Oh, I mean, dude, is this just people looking for the one they want to take to the end? Like, why would this go for 0.25 or 0.2? There's nothing about that. 0.2. Again, is this people that are, man, that's not even somebody playing the game. They're just flipping it. It's a clown. Okay. So somebody trying to play that. 0.2. 0.169. Also, the rarity kind of doesn't matter right now. Right? Rarity's all shuffled around where people let their commons die off. So the commons are becoming more rare in this game. In the main collection. The rares are becoming more common because that's kind of more of what's left over. If that makes sense, right? I don't know. I guess what makes the most sense is this is going to drag out over a couple months. And over that time, we'll have, depends on the broader market, but we'll have periods of time where rares aren't going to sell. All that matters is floors. All that matters is the treasury. And here and there, and it could just be for a day and maybe it's for a few days, but we'll have these little periods where rarities are the focus, right? There's going to be this big old talk about the animated 69, editions and people sharing what they have that's going to look so cool animated. And then people will go rare shopping during that time. So I got to keep the anonymous guy alive longer. You're going to play the endgame, DK, huh? I will probably put an ETH towards this myself. I will. I'll probably, if nothing else sells, I'll probably put an ETH towards my guy. I really believe he's going to do that well, and I think it's that good of a piece. I will put an ETH in to keep my guy alive. So it's like as if I bought him for 2 ETH. And I'll look at it like this. If I'm sensing I'm not going to make it to the end, and I need to know well ahead of time. I don't want it to be desperation at the end, right? Where I got to sell him. But I'm willing to, like, if I bought him for 1, I believe that he'll sell for 1. I'll be even. I believe 1.5, even 2 ETH, I think. 1.5, 1.25, whatever. So I'm willing to put in a quarter ETH to keep him going and break even. I'm willing to put in half an ETH to keep him going, hopefully, ideally break even, up to like a full ETH extra putting in. So can I make 2 ETH on the sale, which will break me even? And at that point, it's like, well, how far off is winning the game? And is winning the game going to mean I get a cut and it's 3 ETH I get? Well, then I'm willing to put more in. It's just trying to figure out how many people have how many pieces. And like, here's a guy who has bought, looks like a dozen, 2 dozen, right? So there's guys that are going to play this game really, really, really hard. Really hard. And maybe he's buying all these so we can audit and knock guys out. It's a fucking interesting game, but I've got 9-ish hours to start making decisions. And I guess to that, I probably need to get the non-rare anonymous guy listed. I need to move him. So where is he at? He is here we go. I think I need this guy gone. .469. If that's 0.4 to put to my awesome dude, And then if I can get the monkey gone for as close to 1 ETH, an ETH and a half to put in the anonymous guy, you know? And maybe he doesn't make it to the end, right? But I will feel it's worth the gamble there. And if I can't make it back, I'll keep him as is. I won't dump him at any price. I would keep him as is on the Vader's contract because I think over time he'll hold at least that 1 ETH value I bought him at. He'll hold that. I really do think so. But over time, I think it is kind of an investment. I think this guy's going to hold his value pretty well. 1 ETH, right? I actually think he looks better this way instead of animated. But I don't know what the animated will look like, but I like him like this. I think he's absolutely perfect. So I paid his taxes for a week. I'm good with him. Next week, I will pay the taxes. We'll keep him going longer. But I'm just thinking about it, right? 0.07 for the week and 0.1 next week or whatever. These guys with so much money, that's nothing. They will literally, and they'll do that on dozens of pieces. So like final 300 is going to take a long time. Fuck, man. I think we're getting to the point where it takes like half a year. So maybe that buys me a window to go find partners to push this thing to the end too. Again, find 5 people, pool together money, split the treasury, share the piece, something like that. I won't want to share the piece, but like I'm open to it. So we'll see. DK, if there was a change to it, I saw when they took the EVM and Bitcoin marketplaces down, but if there's more now, but if you go to the Bitcoin, like /Bitcoin, it takes you to the Sol NFTs. Oh, this is so sad. And man, I've got no interest in this shit they're doing now. Yeah. It's a bummer, dude. Also, I'll say this because I bet a lot of people missed this. Did you guys know with Death and Taxes? I'm going to say Pudgy Party for tomorrow, by the way, because I think it's fucking awesome. Maybe do a little streaming on it. Did you know? What's up, Luke? Good to see you, man. Okay. Did you know Ordinals will never die? I love them, dude. You can submit to Modest an excuse for why you missed your taxes. Wait. I missed this yesterday, dude. The IRS granted 3 bailouts yesterday. If you owe tax or are being audited and you want government assistance, submit your request. Nothing off limits, out of money, away from the keyboard, whatever. Fuck, man. Well, I'm going to submit this, but it's probably too late. It's probably too late for those guys. Is the form closed? I'm going to submit for yesterday. I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, hang on. Makes me want to delist him, actually. You know what? I'm going to cancel the listing because I'm going to pay a day of him anyways. Oh, you got to do one at a time. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's the point I was trying to make, and it actually was about that form, which is anytime you want, you can submit on that form, and they can forgive what you owe. So like there's a much deeper game here, and part of it's subjective. You might owe, and these are better to use down the road when it's all a lot more expensive, but you can get it forgiven, you can get it delayed, you can get whatever. It's subjective, and Modest is just going to keep this thing fun and interesting. That changed everything for me when I saw you open up this form, and I'm like, oh shit. And I bet there's more stuff like that coming that kind of changes how the game moves, and he can do that whenever he wants. But ideally, if it's a group thing, I think that's going to be the best way. So I'm going to keep on that and kind of keep fishing. And I wonder if I should delist the monkey, but I don't think I should chance it. No, I think we keep them listed. Either way, the art's fucking phenomenal, no matter what. By the way, how many evaders now? 4,000, 5,000, almost 6,000 evaders now. They look cool. It's so great. It's just so great. I love it. So yeah, a lot more strategery, a lot more planning, a lot more whatever. Also, I have one other thing I'm trying to sell, and I'll probably let this go, but I've got this pendulum piece, right? I've got this. I'm trying to get 0.4 or 0.5 for it. That'll go towards my my guy. What I'll hate, dude, is if I end up going in 1 or 2 ETH and then knocked out of the game, right? I don't want to blow $4,000. But just it's there to feel it out, and I'll make decisions in the next few weeks on how long I keep going. I'm willing to burn half an ETH to like 1 ETH, like willing to, especially if it comes from pieces I didn't spend much for, because I don't look at it like this. I look at what was the initial cost, right? So this was 0.05 ETH, right? So I look at it like that. I'm out 0.05 ETH. And the same with the monkey, out 0.07. If 0.07 and 0.05 buys me an ETH or an ETH and a half of power to stay in the game, and I don't make it, I don't look at it like I'm out that much. I look at it like I spent, 0.12. So fucking fun, dude. Just fun. Also, we'll kind of wrap here, I think, but I hope you guys saw PixelPod, Kim Assendorf collection. Mentioned it last week, right? I think it was Sunday. I'm like, you mint this. If you have an ETH, you absolutely 100% you mint this thing. What are they at? There's none listed. Pixel Dex is 18 ETH floor. Top offer on these is 4.25. Sold for 5 ETH. These will go 7 to 10 ETH, right? We'll see some go, I don't know, lower for sure. But like, I sat there and I went piece by piece, found the ones that were available for the pre-sale or for the public sale. None of them made it to public sale. All of them went ahead of time. So all that work, a couple hours of like hunting them down and being ready to go, no public sale. But it would have worked. This was one of those things. It's like, if you know it, there's like, let's pretend like there was a public sale. There's free, easy money plays all the time. And I hate talking that way with art because it's just a great thing to collect and love. But this would have been that. 1 ETH mint, probably something you flip immediately for 5 ETH. Maybe more like 10 ETH. So plays everywhere. We'll see. Interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Death and Taxes turns into that. Trump's UFO release could include videos and photos of non-human craft. Dude, come on. Let's get to, yeah, come on. Badass. I hope, dude. I hope. And I trust nothing. I trust nothing. So, all right, Death and Taxes. Good luck. I'll still put it out there if anybody wants to partner, at least talk about partnering, considering like what that could look like. DM me. Like, I'm open to it. I don't know for sure I would do it, and I'm sure everybody else would feel the same way. Like, open to it, not sure. But if anybody wants to talk partnering, splitting treasury, splitting payments, and there's like a weight to it. Maybe it's somebody pays more and they get more of the treasury, but the ownership of the NFT is more for somebody else. Like, there's a way to figure this out, and a lot of trust involved, I'm sure, and maybe people don't want to do that. But just putting it out there, if anybody's open to tackling death and taxes as a team, then I've got this guy that's open for it. And what's up? And this piece, I think I'd be open to this one being like a shared asset. Especially, I'd probably ask my brother if he would be interested. That'd be better to keep it, with me. And I might ask Henry if he'd do it. Because I bet between me and Henry, we could pull it off. Could probably get a few ETH deep in it and then share the thing. But anyway, if you're interested, DM. Anyway, follow me on X. Boy, I haven't done this in so long. It's so weird. Follow me on X, Huda_idiot. We're on YouTube at Inside NFTs. And go to Amind.ai. Man, awaken yourself. I try to not call them agents anymore because I believe they're different, but Awaken a Mind, it's agentic AI, works for you autonomously, no installs, no downloads, no permission setting, just chat with it over email. And let's do this. I just got to go in shill mode, right? But who's our biggest, do I say customer? I don't think that's even the right way. Who is our biggest user at this point? It's Animoca Brands, who's launched their own flavor of them, Animoca Minds, powered by EthosSwarm. You're going to hear on Jack GK's new podcast, they're going to dive into Animoca Minds here and Minds, and they'll talk, I think, EthosSwarm, all of it powered by Swarm. It's our token on base. Flip's going to be switched. Switch is going to be flipped. Yeah, that's the way. Switch is going to be flipped where the payments trigger payments on Swarm. So that is coming. But if you look at Animoca Brands, everything is Minds. Everything. Full fucking throttle with this. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you back tomorrow. I'll be tweeting today. Put out some more videos. We'll see you soon. And goodbye.